Have you ever had those nights where you get off work late and you don't want to go home and cook dinner, so you drive through a Burger King? I'm sure you have. Does it become a routine sometimes, though? Do you know what kind of things you're fulfilling your hungry stomach with, or do you just eat it because at that point you don't care? Most people will go through drive-thrus and don't stop to ask for the nutrition information because they're primarily there just to eat and be done with it. According to the Healthline Media, the Food Institute's analysis of data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, millennials alone spend 45% of their budget on food dollars eating out. That is only millennials. Can you imagine what percentage would be if you added up all the other age groups? We need to become more aware of the extremely damaging health effects this can have on the body. How much money can be saved by not eating at fast food restaurants, and how much better for yourself it can be simply by making a home-cooked meal. There's so many things that can be considered dangerous for your health when looking at fast food places like McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Culver's, and many more. Some of the nutrients that are twisted up when going to places like these are sugars, fats, trans fats, carbohydrates, sodium. The intake of these nutrients are very crucial depending on your age, weight, height, gender, and so on. In this article, The Effects of Fast Food on the Body, Healthline Media states the combination of fat, sugar, and lots of sodium can make fast food tastier to some people, but diets high in sodium can lead to water retention, which is why you may feel puffy, bloated, swollen after eating fast food. For instance, this picture shows how much more food you can have along with it being better for you and having better national value compared to a Big Mac meal at McDonald's. I don't know about you, but the meals on the bottom look way more appealing. If you have too much sodium, this can become dangerous with the cardiovascular system, possibly putting more stress on your heart and having blood pressure conditions. The most common concern with eating an excessive amount of fast food is obesity and diabetes. Many people can thrive for this high amount of sodium, carbs, fats, etc. It is almost as getting addicted to nicotine. You want more and more the more often you go and try a variety of fast food places. Healthfully states, eating too much sugar and refined carbohydrates causes your body to pump out extra insulin, a hormone that helps convert the sugar or glucose from these foods into energy. If you overeat sugar and carbs, your body's production of insulin increases, so you may become immune or resistant to it. Looking at this chart, it shows what people say when asked how often they eat fast food. Majority said once per week, but it still shows that everyone does it. No one said they don't at all, meaning this could be the case for you. If you are someone who checks all the nutrients you are putting in your body, good for you. But in most cases, the people who are going to the fast food restaurants are not checking these nutrients, and that is where you can be caught off guard and soon enough can be told by their doctor you have type 2 diabetes. Another aspect of fast food that really needs to be drilled into more minds is the cost. Imagine working late all week, so you end up going out to eat every day after work. Because at that point, you are too worn out to go home and cook. An average meal at one of the fast food chains is $5 to $10. Times that by 5 and you have $50, give or take. Times that by 4 weeks in the month and you have $200. That could be a monthly payment for a brand new car that you could get yourself. According to Cheapism, the average cost for a four-person mean is $46.90. According to 50 to 20% tip brings the total to $56 and some change. The cost to make 4 full meals at home is $6.41 per meal. That is still less than half the cost of eating out. This can become a major issue for college students, especially when you are living on your own, paying for college, or balancing only a part-time job because that is all you can do while going to school. Fast food seems like an easier, cheaper option. In this survey, people were asked why they chose fast food. Number one answer was because it was convenient, followed by it being cheaper than most options. It's extremely easy to be dragged into eating fast food for many reasons. In the article, Food Insecurity, Lizette Borelli states, a fear for many college students who transition from high schools to university life may include gaining the dreaded freshman 15 through too much consumption of unhealthy foods. However, a recent study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Education, and Behavior found over half of college students had high levels of food insecurity, meaning they had limited or uncertain availability to healthy foods due to high costs, leading to a higher risk of malnutrition. I understand that a lot of times people argue with buying groceries with the statement that they end up throwing away half the food anyway. But it is all how you plan it out. Only get what you need. Do not get what you will not need anytime soon. It is way more worth it to throw out a couple bad apples than to throw away your health at any given age. Meal preparation is not just for healthy eaters and gym goers. It is a very wise thing in general. Along with people saying that they throw away half of the food they buy, if you just plan out your meals and get only what you need, you will not be wasting any money on food. Take time on your weekends, especially Sundays, to plan out what you will be eating for this week and prepare some of it. Make it easy on yourself. It sounds worse than it really is. In the article, Groceries versus Fast Food by The Nest, it states, aside from having greater cost control at the grocery store, you also have a wider variety of foods to choose from. In this chart, it compares what is advertised, most often with fast food being the first. I know it can be very easy to be convinced to eat out because McDonald's has 3 for $5 menu, but stay true to yourself. Fast food restaurants special in highly processed foods with a long shelf life that can be easily transported across the country without spoiling. You will feel 100% better about yourself after eating a home-cooked meal from food that you chose off the shelf, rather than feeling bloated and not good about yourself after eating a double Whopper meal at Burger King. When comparing the disadvantages and advantages of eating an excess amount of fast food, there's no doubt about it that the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. After looking at the extreme damaging health effects fast food can have on your body, how costly it can be to eat out every night, and how simply eating a home-cooked or prepared meal can be, I think it's safe to say that fast food should not be something you should have in your everyday life. Of course, enjoy a meal out every so often or get your favorite chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A once in a blue moon, but take care of your body while you can. The change can seem long and tedious, but it is very easy and completely worth it.